Hello, high school band. Today we have lessons 16 and 17. So let's get into it. Dots add value. Sometimes a note or rest has a dot after it, making that note or rest longer by half the value of the note itself. A dotted rhythm consists of a dotted note plus a shorter note, resulting in an uneven rather than an even rhythm. A dotted half note is equal to a half note plus a quarter note. A dotted quarter note is equal to a quarter note plus an eighth note, adding half the value to itself. All of these notes in simple meter can be followed by a dot and are named accordingly, with the dot always placed to the right side of the note. Apparently they didn't have a whole note there, but a dotted whole note equals 6 beats, and down here dotted 16th didn't get printed, gets 3/8 of a beat. A quarter of a beat plus half of that, which is an eighth, which equals 3/8. These measures containing undotted patterns follow or below have the same number of beats as the measures with dotted patterns directly underneath. First write the counts below each undotted and dotted pattern, then clap the undotted patterns followed by the dotted patterns. Divide the class into two groups, which I wish we could, having one group pat the undotted and the other claps the dotted patterns at the same time. Okay, so we're going to write the counts here. So this is 1, 2, 3 are included in the dotted half, and here's 4. And 1, 2, 3, and here's 4. For B, we have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Here we have 1 E and a. I'm sorry, eraser. There we go. 1 E and that is the 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and So clapping A, it will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. B, 1 E and a 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and that's the one. And C, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a. Math and dots. Remember that a dot after a note augments that note by adding half the value of the note. Fill in the number of beats given each of these dotted notes. Fill in the number of beats. Okay, dotted quarter note is 1 plus half of that is a half. Dotted half note, 2 plus half of that, 2 plus 1 is 3. A dotted eighth note is going to be half of a beat plus half of that, which is a quarter, so 3/4 of a beat. And then dotted whole, 4 plus 2 is 6. Don't know why they didn't print those dotted whole notes. If you didn't get that, won't hold it against you. Fill in these blanks. If a half note equals 2 beats, then a dotted half note equals 3 beats. If a whole note equals 4 beats, then a dotted whole note equals 6 beats. If a quarter note equals 1 beat, then a dotted quarter note equals 1.5 beats. The dots also apply to the rests. A dot added to a rest also extends its duration by 1/2, just like the corresponding notes as shown in these charts. Ties. It is possible to join successive notes that are of the same pitch by using a curved line to connect them, known as a tie. The first note is sounded, then held for the time duration of both the notes without the second note being sounded again. Notes of any value can be tied together as needed. The tie acts as a plus sign, extending the value of the first note. Okay, so there's ties with 6 counts here, 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 and 4 counts here. Clap and count these measures with tied notes. So it will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, and a 3, 4. Last 2 measures again, Mr. Wagnitz. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1, 2, and a 3, 4. Better. Lesson 17, accents and rhythm instruments. Accents. Some beats are stronger than others and known as stressed or accented beats. Strong beats are usually heard at regular intervals, grouping the beats in 2s, strong and weak, 3s, strong, weak, weak, or 4s, strong, weak, 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 or even more. An accented note will usually catch the listener's attention more than the quiet beats. Longer notes in a rhythm pattern or phrase carry more weight and come on the strong beats, making it difficult to distinguish dynamics from the rhythm. Every meter contains natural accents counted in this way. So beat 1 of 2 whatever time, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3s, go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, the 1 is accented, 4s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 being the strongest beat and 3 being a secondary beat. And 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with 4 being the secondary beat and 6. Clap the following lines, being louder on the underlined beats. In this way, the use of accents groups the beats together. So here's 2s. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Here's 3s. And here's 4s. In the example below, circle the note that is on the strong beat. These are grouped together in groups of 2. So here's 1 beat, 2 beats, and 3 beats. So we're in 3s. So beat 1 is the strong beat in 3, 4 time. Okay, rhythm instruments. Unpitched instruments are often referred to as rhythm instruments and are played to strengthen the inner rhythmic sense and enhance the music. Give it a little things to experiment, discover, perform, create. You can read through those, and let's go down to the bonus question. Can you name the 4 families or groupings of unpitched rhythm instruments? Okay, so the 4 families are really kind of like what the instruments are made out of. So we have the wooden instruments, we have the metal instruments, things that can be shaken or scraped, and then we've got the drums, which is a membrane stretched over a drum body. So those are the 4 families of the unpitched rhythm instruments. I hope you guys are doing well, and feel free to email me or contact me through Google Classroom. I love to hear from every one of you. Okay, we'll talk to you next week.